Hello, you fascinating feline farts. Lord Squirrel here, and welcome to Squirrel Time. We are going to kick off 2017 pretty much the same way we left 2016 off. Today is the 2nd of January 2017, and holy shit, I think we were actually in a race there for the most celebrities to fall over dead in a single year. I pretty sure if 2016 didn't make it, I'm pretty sure it got really fucking close. As the Obama administration winds down, we're going to keep going on business as usual because I don't give a shit. All right, that's it for the politics. We're going to go ahead and get started. As everybody, including my lovely assistant, lovely Kitty.
Hello.
Chief Minion Extraordinaire. Well, recall last time we had a throwdown with Scarlet over next to the port side railgun, or railway gun, I should say, at Guerrilla Fortress, and now we're back where we came from. And I wonder what's going to happen now, because that was a major thing to get a bunch of students involved in. Yeah, I think you kind of promised their parents they wouldn't get themselves killed, or be put in a position where it would be really super easy to get killed. I know that there are going to be training accidents that people are going to die, but yeah, might want to think twice before you do that. Before you put a bunch of kids in the position they were in Guerrilla Fortress. So, shall we begin chapter 6, ladies and germs? I think we shall.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Yes, I want to load the save data. Don't be stupid. I actually don't have my original controller here, so I'm actually working off of an older backup controller for the moment. I have to find my nice one. It's hard, and they're even harder to get nowadays than they were before. So we're gonna have a whole bunch of fun this year. I'm gonna try and get not only Tales of Berseria, but Resident Evil 7 for coverage late in the month. Ooh. Yeah, just wait for Guerrilla Fortress needs to wait for it.
The government increased patrols by the railway military police as part of their counter-terrorism measures. While the noble faction bolstered their provincial armies, there were even rumors that they'd hired several Jaeger corps.
I wouldn't be surprised if they had done that.
At the center of everything was the Imperial Liberation Front.
Because they're shitheads.
They had allied with a terrorist group from the Republic of Calvert to attack the trade conference in Crossbell.
This is our recap of last time.
And as we'd seen firsthand, had attacked Guerrilla Fortress in an attempt to fire the 2 railway guns stationed there.
Yep.
They'd made it abundantly clear that they were no mere insurgents. These were dangerous people we were dealing with.
No, they're just clever people. Including their leader, who is a very annoying sort of chap.
And following their attempts to target Chancellor Osborne and the reformist faction.
That would be Duke Cayenne and Duke Alberea, left and right. The question, of course, becomes, which of them will wind up in charge?
Started to spread of a possible collision between the Imperial Liberation Front and the noble faction itself.
I wouldn't be surprised at that. They got to get their... There's been a whole lot of cred flying around everywhere, including a bunch of Jaeger dropouts that were promised, that were given 5 mil to stir up shit.
Remember that threat that Duke Cayenne made to Laura's father?
Oh yeah, I remember it. That was while they were in Legram.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, new information was filtering in from Crossbell that surprised us all.
I can't imagine why.
During the conference, one of the representatives of Crossbell's state government made the daring declaration that Crossbell would soon declare its independence, breaking free from its neighbors Calvert and Arabonia.
Because they've been fighting over who actually owns Crossbell for a long time.
To no one's surprise, both the Imperial government and the noble faction dismissed it as nothing more than delusional raving.
Ooh, that's a bad
I
assumption to
wouldn't.
make. That's a
I
very bad
wouldn't.
assumption.
But one thing was clear. That declaration only served to increase the tension in Aragonia and across the continent.
Not surprised. Because everybody seems to forget where all the money is being held.
Oh.
Celine doesn't look very happy about being paid attention to. I wonder why. She's been running around there all this time. You'd think she'd be... Uh-oh. That doesn't look like it. That doesn't look like very good.
One day, the Academy's prestigious board of directors gathered for their first meeting of the year.
Uh-oh. This could be bad.
Yeah.
Okay, scratch that. I'm not sure how this could be good. Especially with all those people scattered around it. Mueller and Sharon and Sarah looking kind of disturbed. Oh dear. That also means that Oliver is in that room. Yes, I know, it's this conference room. It's actually printed on there, right there in English. Yep. Principal Bendick.
And that concludes my biannual report.
Absolutely.
Good, good. It seems the Academy is running like a well-oiled machine. No administrative issues to speak of.
Yes, Carl. Because that's what you look. That's the big thing. That's your big thing.
Students are sitting comfortably above the national average on exams and on general aptitude tests, too.
Oops.
The second-year students seem to be having a banner year as well. The Student Council president, in particular, has built up an outstanding array of extracurricular achievements.
He's talking about Toa.
Yeah.
Because Toa is cute and she works way too hard.
She attended last month's trade conference, and from what I hear, she put the professional secretaries to shame.
Oh dear. That's not good. That is not the Toa dear. That is not the way you make friends and influence people. That is the way to piss off the rest of the professional secretary pool.
I only wish the conference could have ended on a more positive.
Well, yeah, that would follow, Oliver.
I'll say, the share prices of my company have been on a real roller coaster ride ever since.
And of course, is that your only concern? No, it's actually really not. I'm being really mean to Irenia.
Undoubtedly, what happened at the trade conference is wreaked havoc on the economy as a whole.
Yeah, that's a different thing.
But moving on. I couldn't help but notice in the recent exam reports that Class 1 and 2's academic performance seems to be slow.
Well, they got their asses kicked in the midterms, and they've been they've been working very, very, very hard to get shit assembled for, yeah. I can imagine why they'd be slipping.
Perhaps the preferential treatment given to the upper-class students is hindering their scholastic development.
I think somebody's jumping way too hard on those conclusions.
Well, students belonging to the nobility are allowed to return home during August to learn more about their family's lands. It's a tradition here, but one I can't help but wonder if we've outgrown the need for in this modern age.
Oh, Oliver, we love you dearly.
If I may, traditions accumulate and hold meaning only so long as they're preserved.
Do you need to preserve this one? That's the question. Do you really?
Our nation's culture, its arts, its social classes, all are rich with tradition that makes Aragonia what it is. And I believe we have a duty to protect and uphold that.
Oh, goody! They're gonna play Game of Factions now. That's
Oh.
not good.
After all, does not this very institution champion
Oh, there's going to be some jumping.
Indeed it does. Though I've always understood Drygel's intent to be the founding of an academy for the people.
Oh, of course you've got major players from both the noble and reformist factions here in this room, and on the upside, Olivert is kind of neutral to the whole idea at this point, and Arinia gives no fucks as long as the economy stays more or less intact, which he's not doing at the moment.
Even 200 years ago, when education was seen as the province of the nobility, male commoners were permitted to enroll. Today, we have plenty of young women attending, and the commoners easily outnumber the nobles on campus.
Well, that should be fucking obvious. There's 3 classes of commoners and only 2 for nobles.
Perhaps it's time we started taking strides to realize Emperor Drygel's true idea.
Which would be... Come on, Carls. Tell us what you really think.
You seem to be labeling a few misconceptions here. Commoners were permitted to attend, but only as retainers.
But that still means they got an education.
Retainers served nuns, who served lords, who served the emperor. That's the way the Erebonian society functioned.
But does it need to do that now? And that's what Carl's trying to get at here.
The structure of the academy in its earlier days certainly seems to have embodied that social order.
But social order being what? Being what? I mean, let's look at this realistically here.
And if that's so, what
Times
is there to
change,
suggest that it's the
Rufus.
social order itself that has become the aberration?
Yeah, they're playing game of factions now. What were you saying, Kitty?
Times change.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I don't think Rufus's job is not to support change at this point. If he did, then there would be some mad going on from his side of the aisle.
Well, for one, if that were the case, it would be far easier for me to see my views put into practice. But I can hardly get a word in edgewise between you two.
That's because they're playing game of factions.
Well, I'd certainly enjoy a return to the way things were in Drygel's time, at least in that particular respect.
Oh, the time in which Oliver's position as a member of the imperial family would trump anything they had to fucking say. And somebody else is having a giggle at their expense.
Apologies, Your Highness.
We don't have... Oh, wow. How insincere can you get?
The goal here is to consider your views and work toward implementing them. See what I mean?
Would you be so kind as to help me out here, Principal?
I'm here to moderate this war. It wouldn't do for me to express my position on the issues at hand.
I think Principal Vandyck here is being a coward.
Yeah.
Said, I'm sure your passion for reform will triumph in the end, Your Highness.
Yeah. So you say.
I suppose I should have known better than to look to my old teacher for sympathy.
Duh. After what you pulled in LaBurle? Stuff it, Carl.
It warms my heart to see such a fine teacher-student relationship.
Fuck off, Rufus. I don't like you either. Not today, anyway.
Now, if I may, I'd like to steer this discussion toward a rather timely topic.
Ah, yes. Rydia's gonna have fun with
I've
this.
already touched on the issues regarding the Orbital Net and the Orbital Staves, but I'd like to stress again that the adoption of new security measures for the Orbital Net should be a top priority.
I'm certainly inclined to agree.
What does that have to do with the school?
But we'll have to rely on the Foundation directly, as things are looking a little shaky with the IBC.
Oh, a little shaky. That's gonna come. Those words are gonna come back and bite you in the ass, Oliver. Or should I say Olivier? Because that was what your name was in Trails in the Sky.
You can leave that to me. The other matter I'd like to review is the use of the Orbital Staves and the Arcus units.
Are you going to recall the Arcus units? Probably not. everybody here, with the exception of Oliver, has a person in that class that is horrifyingly important to them.
Setting aside the fact that my daughter is a member of Class 7,
You're not. That's not a denial, there, Arvenia dear.
I think we need to reconsider how the class should be run in light of what happened at Corellia campus.
There was no way anybody could have predicted that. And any attempt to work off of that is absolutely fucking pointless. They did really well there, actually.
While it certainly proved an excellent chance to see what the Arcus units are capable of, I have serious doubts about whether we should carry on with these field studies, given the current political climate.
No, shut up, Irina.
Come on, Irina. You know better than that.
It would be difficult to do so, I admit.
Fuck off, Rufus. You already know why those field studies are going on.
With the terrorists at large and the problems in Quanspell unresolved, these are uncertain times.
And that's when you need critters like Trump, like your little cadre of bracer style troubleshooters, the most. You will need them, and if you do not have them, you are going to regret it. You would have regretted it a lot if they hadn't been there.
Yes, I believe it may be in the class's best interest to cancel this month's fields. We could always resume
No.
if the terrorists have been arrested and the situation in Crossbell calms down.
Well,
No, I vote no.
yeah, of course you vote no. It's kind of hard to have a game that way without it.
Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world.
Oh, Oliver. What?
I'm sure you all recognize the words of Emperor Dracos. They become something of a school motto here.
Something of?
It's my belief that Class 7's actions at Corellia Fortress perfectly embody the spirit of that directive.
Oh,
Yay.
go, Oliver.
They stood together to stop a tragedy in the making and, in a sense, protected the foundation of our world.
Agreed.
No one ordered them to do it. They took action of their own free will, because they knew in their hearts what was right. Some might call it recklessness. Some may think it rash. Some may even venture to call it hubris. However, as chairman of this academy, I'm incredibly proud of what the brave young men and women of Class 7 achieved.
With good reason, because they did good.
Yes.
Your Highness. Troubled times may lay in store for Erebonia, for the entire continent, in the months and years to come. But I believe that makes something like Class 7's field studies all the more significant.
Yes, you need bracers. You ran all the old ones out.
Yay.
Well, except
Go, Oliver. Go, Oliver.
The experiences they're having now will help them find the strength and the means to press on through adversity.
you've been rehearsing that.
I can't be the only one who feels this way, can I?
You've been rehearsing that, Oliver. I know you. And of
You
course.
seem to be showing remarkable growth. That much is true.
Okay.
Although I have no idea how much my daughter is really capable of. Immature
I-
as she is.
You know, I thought you said
don't
aside
know
her.
your daughter.
I thought you said you were setting aside the fact that she was actually born of Class 7.
I could say the same of my hot-head of a son.
Yeah, that's an entirely different issue.
I do wonder about my brother sometimes.
Yeah, Eustace doesn't see a lot of combat time. But whose fault is that? Oh, right, it's mine.
However, the depth
Yours.
of the academy has helped him start breaking out of his shell.
With the Academy
So-
Festival coming next month, we hadn't even planned a field study.
Ah, but it's going to happen anyway.
So the issue at hand is just whether to hold a field study at the end of this month or not.
Yes.
I'd like to ask
Yes, I
those in
vote
favor
yes.
of going ahead with this month's field study to please raise their hands.
Then maybe they'll get to. Then maybe they'll get to debate over. It's the thing is.
What? They are not showing.
No, they're not showing. They're going to keep us hanging. for a little bit. Because we got to.
All right. I'd like to begin
I
by
hate
taking
this.
everyone's ideas for our class's part in the school festival.
Because your first years, you have to do it all. 10/23 and 10/24. Those are going to be important days, folks. Especially the 23rd.
Run for 2 days next month, the 23rd and the 24th.
Right.
Equipment setup and the other preparatory work will begin in the afternoon, 2 days before the start of the festival.
But you have to have your shit together before then.
There's a lot of preparation needed before we get to that point, and the sooner we get that underway, the better.
Oh.
That's all the more reason to figure out what exactly we want to do. Some of our options include displays, events, stage shows, and cafes.
Right.
Does that sound right, Crow?
Yeah, though no class I know would settle for just some simple display.
But a lot of the clubs do.
I mean, come on. No one ever said, boy, we better rush to get in the line for that display.
Well, either way, I'd like to start by soliciting some ideas from all of you. We're just brainstorming right now, so feel free to say whatever comes to mind.
First off, they don't have enough people for a lot of things. A cafe, they'd be stuck. All of them would be stuck the entire festival trying to run it. And Millie has no idea. Drawing a blank.
I think Laura will come up with something.
You'll see.
It'd kill you all to give just a teensy bit of cooperation.
Yes, it would. I don't see you coming up with anything, Machias.
It's kind of hard to focus right now.
I wonder why.
You're one to talk, standing up there with your nervous fidgeting.
Ooh.
Ooh!
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. The board of directors is in session as we speak, deciding what will happen to our class.
They're canceling everything.
And those of us with family members who sit on that board probably have even more cause for concern.
Yeah. Because it'll be your fault.
You can say that again.
Elisa, yes. Machias is over there.
We can't even be sure whether there'll be a field study this month.
That's right.
That's about the long and short of it. With everything that happened during last month's field study, it honestly wouldn't surprise me if they just canceled it.
I can't say I have any particular feelings of attachment to our field studies,
Bullshit.
but I refuse to accept needless changes to our curriculum. Especially with my brother involved in the decision-making process.
Ah!
Somebody says he doesn't have any particular attachment and then doesn't shut the fuck up. Okay.
Makes sense to me. We also have to account for the fact that going on our field study means that much less time to prepare for the festival.
Oh, psst, it's 3 days. You get over it.
See, it presents a bit of a problem.
A bit? A bit of a problem.
A bit of a problem. I must stop overthinking.
It's not a question of a bit of a problem. It would present something of a problem in certain circumstances. For example, if they can't come up with frickin' something.
Man, look at you guys taking this all seriously.
Shut up, Crow. You've only been on one.
I probably should have asked a little earlier, but what's this festival you guys keep talking about?
Wait, seriously?
Yes, seriously.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have gone over that for your benefit.
It's and of course Reen is not actually, his voice actor seems to have called in sick that day. You had her at food stalls, Reen.
Yeah, participating is optional for the second years, since by this point they're usually focusing on their future careers.
Which is why you don't do this just 2 years. That's why universities like that should be for.
Oh, and each of the clubs should be involved too.
Huh, that sounds fun. In that case, we have to do something.
Well, duh. It's actually a requirement. It's part of your curriculum, dear.
We can't just let the other classes roll over us because we're small.
Are you buying that?
Nope.
You say that, but I've already had one of the girls from Class 1 bluster up to me declaring that this time victory will be all ours.
No, you're still gonna lose.
What?
It must have been Ferris.
Yep.
That sounds exactly like something she'd say.
Yes, you would.
Well, Class 1 does seem to have had it in for us ever since the midterm results were announced.
I wonder why.
If it's all the same, I'd rather not see the House of High Arms claim yet another nominal victory. But we need to account for the fact that our class is markedly smaller than theirs is.
Yes.
That's certainly true.
It'd help if we at least knew what the other classes are doing.
Come on, everyone, get it together.
Oh, yes.
Instructor Sarah? Oh, it was. But I thought you all might like to know that the Board of Directors meeting just adjourned a few minutes ago.
Why is she smiling? Usually when Sarah smiles, something really bad happens right after.
So I decided to skip along down here and be the first to break the news.
You're all staying here.
Then,
What about our next field study? Are we still on?
the Chancellor's not the only one with a little too much iron in his blood. Because the board voted unanimously to have you continue your field studies.
Well, that makes them feel better.
So that's how it is.
You know, even though they're always hard work, I actually feel a little relieved.
Considering all that happened last month, we'll need to be especially careful this time around.
Yes, Laura, that's true.
Yeah.
They're kind of a pain, but oh well.
Okay, Feeball.
We should be grateful to His Highness and the directors.
Especially His Highness.
That's good news.
Seeing the hard road and the easy road, then picking the hard one anyway. That's youth for you.
Because fuck the easy road. That's no damn fun. The easy road is never any fun. Have you ever noticed that?
It also sounded like His Highness and the directors will be taking off in pretty short order. So I'll let you guys out of study hall early to go see them if you want.
Woot! We're going.
If you say so.
I think I'll take you up on that.
And the floodgates open. Most everybody's parents aren't here, but hey, that's okay. Those whose parents are here. Oh, so that's who parked all their shit around the quad. Watch them all split up, run in different directions. Yeah, they kept the Chancellor, Oliver, Toa, and a whole bunch of other people alive over there in Crossbell. Y'all did good. Mm-hmm. Right. Um. Right. Oh, Elisa, don't be like that. Bah. Yeah. Observe for yourself and draw your own conclusions. Okay. What if she's concluding that she wants Reen to give her a litter of kids? What do you think?
I don't know.
I get the impression. That Irina would not be all that happy about that. Irina,
Hmm. I
uh,
don't know.
I would be more inclined to think.
You think that Irina likes Rin?
I think that Irina is not. I think Irina is at best ambivalent in the general direction of Reen, as opposed to Viscount Arcee, who
Hmm.
actively likes him. Your parents? Oh, I bet. Once the Chancellor and Calvert's president get going, there was no way. That guy I like. No, don't have the foggiest idea who he is. We don't have the crossbell arc, but that guy's got some spigot steelies. Yeah. Well, obviously. Yes, Millie would know these things. Well, unfortunately, she's also 13 years old, and as a result, she's not going to be known for tact.
Yeah.
Lame. Objection. Objection overruled. Oh.
Oh, now he says lame.
Yes, Nightheart did. That is Mueller Bender, and the last time we saw that guy was in Trails of Cold Steel second chapter, where he was where he spent quite a bit of time bugging Olivier. Yeah. Hey, we were there. Really, Vander? Come on, Major. You can do better than that.
Yeah.
See, what did I tell you?
Like a child. See? See?
I told you so! Of course, between the two of them, Mueller is actually the younger and is in fact the adult. Oliver is a special case.
He's so young.
You're gonna borrow the Academy's pool for this. Oh, there you go.
Oh!
Yes, it is. And now he seems very much like the Olivier from Trails of Cold Steel, or Trails in the Sky. Since they were about half, since they were about half a milli. And somebody's having a grumpy sore. Carl at least knows how to properly praise people. And uses his thinking.
Yeah.
That will probably happen sooner rather than later.
Yeah, with the things going on the way they are.
Well, as soon as we're finished with Trails of Cold Steel, the very next Squirrel time will be Trails of Cold Steel 2. We're gonna jump right into it, because we have Trails of Cold Steel 3 coming up this year, or this next year.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to pull it off. Sure. Go ahead, Sarah. Oh, by the way, that hair of Sarah's is actually pretty long. Of course. Nothing major.
Oh, so we will have a field study.
There will be a field study. Yes, there will.
Yay!
Yeah. There's going to be some interesting things going on.
Yay!
We won't have Jesus along for this trip. We will, however, have Machias.
Oh, Marcus.
We're going to have Machias, Reen, Elisa, Fee, and his Cronus, actually.
Oh.
The others are going to completely another direction. Wait, actually, I forget if we get. I think we get Elliot as well.
Yeah.
I think we're getting Elliot too. I know we're going to wind up with the bigger group. I don't remember if we get Elliot or Emma, because we're going to get one of them. And so, Berkshires have to participate. Oh dear. Now that's a threat. Oh, a display of their field reports. Is that something they really want out there? That's actually a threat. The sad part of it is that Sarah can do it. She knows how, and she's got them all. Stand bow! Okay.
No, she wasn't.
No, she's not joking about that. And that won't be the last time she'll threaten it either. Yes, we do. Good plan. Yep. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Actually, most of the other classes will have 3 times as much power as you do, at the minimum. Because the other classes should be an average of about 30. 30 to 35. I can't argue with that.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a committee produce any result?
Um, well, they did a. You did get a committee that produced the Apollo program, but not directly.
Yeah, but it's a thing. Oh, we must take action. Let's start a committee to think about it.
Yeah, and by the time they're done, they have a committee. Uh,
He-
they have a committee to
Here,
study whether or not they should take action.
uh,
Yeah, just ad
here
nauseum.
where I live, politics work this way, and I'm not joking. Oh, we have a problem. Okay, so
Let's get a committee
the
together.
the, the Senate or the Congress starts a committee.
Honestly, that's almost the way it happens here.
And it's fabulous. A disaster happened. They start a committee.
Yeah, that doesn't. We're not quite that bad here in the U.S., but sometimes I wonder.
Everything they start a committee.
Okay, we got the. All right,
Good.
so we actually have now as a thing we actually can put on the academy uniforms or the summer uniforms.
Oh God, they will look ridiculous.
Or we can force them to wear the Class 7 uniforms. We have all of the uniforms thus far. And of course the casuals are only available via DLC, which was irritating, but it was a thing that was done. Because that was a thing that I wound up doing. Why? Because I actually thought some of those outfits were kind of neat. Um, I also got them on
Uh,
a fire sale. Let's see.
Casual wear only via DLC.
What? Yeah, no,
Casual.
there was quite a
Oh,
bit. There was quite a few things that came in that only existed as a function of DLC. Okay, so we have Fee and Guys talking about something. Yeah, probably true. Um, that won't work. A shooting gallery would be good, but if you use real bullets, that could be very bad.
yeah.
So that's it. Of course, our former Jaeger princess, our Jaeger princess would of course say some shit like that.
Of course.
Okay, stuck your Mary.
The only problem is that
Oh,
there are bullets.
The Medal of Friendship. Now, this particular medal is my personal favorite.
Yeah.
Yes. And you will see why here in just a moment. Equip. See, right, we're going to do it with this one. The Medal of Friendship is good for 1,000 freaking hit points.
Mm.
And that Holy Trail, the Holy Chain is being replaced with the Grail Locket. Guess what? The only thing they can do is KO him, and it's going to be that much harder because he's extra leveled.
Oh.
Or because he's got extra hit points.
Yay.
That Grail, there's only one Grail Locket per playthrough, and that is a thing that that you need to be cognizant of. All right. Okay, I'm almost terrified. Really?
Oh God.
Oh boy. Yeah. Totally Millie. All right. Since we've had our moment of Millie love, the only person in here is you. She gives no fucks about the festival. Right here working like I always do. That's just going to make you an exhibit there, Clarineer. Complete with your sleepy looking eyes. So let me see if I've got this straight. You think that it's going to be way too much work it's going to be way too much work to do something for the festival, but then you're just going to sit there and work on your sculpture. Music room. Here's Elliot and Mint and Hibel and somebody up over there. Oh. I should note that Elliot is making the correct moves, but he has no object in his hand.
Yeah. What's up with that?
See, Hibel's got his bow. Where's Elliot's?
Yeah. Where's Elliot's bow?
Probably because it's going to be a little more difficult than one would expect to actually animate. There's probably a budget limit, because that would actually require a new hand model for Elliot. We didn't
But
see.
there was already one there. It's just
missing this time.
A matter of copying.
Well, no, I think he actually had a bow in an earlier incident. Okay. Bridget. She actually has this thing for that kid, Alan. They grew up more or less on the same turf.
Yeah, I remember.
And she really likes him. Wait. Wrong direction. I went the wrong way. Okay, up on the roof. Up on the rooftop. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to go there. Okay, nobody over there at all.
Not
Pretty
even
sure
my favorite black cat.
She is on
Elisa.
campus somewhere. Yep, there's Elisa. We'll talk to Elisa. Really? As if you needed any further evidence. Technically, yes. You little Sundir, yeah. I- The problem with quote-unquote simple decisions is they're almost never that way. We've talked to everybody up here, so you're fine. There's Margarita
Oh,
stalking Vincent. Yeah, you want that dick. Okay. Speaking of hubris, oh, admittedly, Ferris's idea is far more parsimonious.
yeah, she's not buying.
Probably because she saw it. It's over there. Ferris can see it. You can't, and Ferris is probably okay with that. All right, let's poke our noses in on the janitor. Yep. Yep. We got it. We got that part. Moving on. Now we actually have to go the other way now because reasons. Margarita wants to introduce herself to Vincent's family, and I don't think it's actually going to happen. He was here at some point. Actually, now I'm kind of curious. Derp. Yep, I've got three. We now have 3 of the 4 Lionheart medals. We cannot get the last Lionheart medal until next month.
Hmm.
Rosine and Instructor Thomas.
Instructor Thomas is arrived.
That's not the word. That's not my favorite word for him. I personally think that's a waste of material. That her turning into a nun is a waste of material, but that's okay. Can we offer? Oh, we have some roast. That's right. I was bringing that here for him. That's right. That shit is dangerous. All right. Yep.
Instructor Makarov.
This Makarov is kind of a weirdo.
Well, Makarov is wrong pronunciation, but that's okay.
With a festival soonish, okay? Well, I guess it's easier said than done. What was the board's decision to go forward with your field study? Yep. Instead of waiting to the last minute. Oh! I'm not. Yep. No, he's not. All right, time to do our monthly talk with Fucktard. I'm sorry, Mustache Man. You're a dick, Heinrich. They're gonna let you guys. They're gonna let these kids have it. Just because the kids are are more capable than you are. Oh, there's Principal Vandick. You should at least say hi. Yeah. That's going to be some high freaking expectations. Great expectations. Okay, so we've wrapped up the school building. I think we're actually going to pick this up next time.
Yeah.
It's going to be probably tomorrow-ish that we're going to do that. We're actually, well, it will be, today's Monday, so our next Squirrel Time will be on Wednesday. So we'll have that for then. And it is time, of course, to do the saving thing. New save data. Boop. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There you go. Boop. Alright. So that's it for today. We'll be back on Wednesday with another hour or so for you. And then we'll still have some more for Thursday and Friday. So we will see you then. In the meantime, I dare say be safe, be sane.
And let's make games fun again. See ya.
Welcome to the Nut House. Drive very carefully. Our squirrels can't tell one nut from the other. Traffic nuts are a pain in the butt. Okay. All right. We'll see you later.